Welcome back to Quelmar, everyone. This is session 3 of Just the Q of Us, our anthology series telling unique stories that involve iconic characters from across the Hold on, I'll do that one more time for the VOD.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fix it in post.
So we're telling stories about great characters from great times in Quelmar's history and the unique connections we build, reinforcing that, yes, over 50 campaigns, hundreds and hundreds of games, thousands of hours, we're all telling these stories in the same world. We coexist, and we are telling one massive tapestry of storytelling. And these one-shots will find those magic weaves in the tapestry where stories overlap, where they rub up against each other, and just sort of show that, like, yeah, even though you were in that campaign and you were in that campaign, our stories are connected. And today we are going to be connecting two wonderful stories. The stories of secondary characters, first run in 2021 on Quelmar's Discord by some game master, I don't remember who, and the Get Submodule, who I'm sure, since we're on Twitch, many of you will already know, our Paranoia campaign, also back from 2020. Let's just quickly meet our players. First off, I'm James Ruth. I'll be your game master today, and let's see who we've got at the table. Starting over here, Craig, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about Vaeth.
Yeah, I'm Craig. I'm, founding member of Quelmar International, now not so international. Today I'm playing as Vaeth, who is going to be a 12-year-old girl in this game, dealing with all the struggles of that, being a little weirdo, neglected by parents, and I guess just trying to find a friend.
Well, good news for you, Vaeth. Where there are friends, there is an EVO. So let's take it over to Nell over here. Tell us about yourself and your character.
Hello, I'm Nell. I am a Quelmar player and DM. I actually DM'd the original run of secondary characters. And of course, played in the run of Paranoia. EVO is a being, a gremlin, a being of chaos and love, and there is no room for anything else in her single brain cell. And I've missed her terribly, and I'm so excited to be back.
We missed you too. Welcome back, friend. So without further ado, I don't think we have anything else to cover, so let's actually just start today with a fun little opening before we run our sequence. So, out here in the mountains of... Oh, hold on. First, on the map below you, you see the island of Kolf players. Kolf famously has showed up in a number of stories, and was, in fact, the elusive island on which all of the alpha complexes were built, we learned in that finale. And we're going to take ourselves to the top of the Kolf Peaks, where a hike has been occurring. This music might be too ominous for a hike. Do I have less ominous hiking music?
I don't know. I love an ominous hike, personally. Was it really, a heart-racing cardio adventure if I'm not worried about my own death?
That's true. EVO-R-EVO, you escaped the Alpha Complex. Congratulations.
I got married. Oh, shit.
You did. You did.
Wedding ring time.
And in fact, having been in the outdoors for a while now, we'll say maybe it's been a couple months, we've got some separation. Nice. Put a ring on it. We'll send that to Bets.
I will! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
After a few months of enjoying your life outdoors, maybe growing out the hair a little bit, sprucing up the outfit with all-natural rips and tears from the many falls and climbs and adventures you have been going on, you start today's adventure leading a hike up the island's big central peak. In the center of Kolf, there is one beautiful pointed mountain. You have not yet hiked that beast, but today is the day. And we begin the adventure as you crest the cliff face up towards the top of the peak. Only a few more rocks to climb. when behind you, you can tell your wife is probably just a few steps behind. The outdoors, the passion for the outdoors has not always lived quite so much in Spencer. So, as you get ahead, I'm going to put you right up here. Turn that on so you can see yourself. Whee! As you are climbing up this cliff, you turn around and you can see the whole island from here. You can see two enormous and ugly obsidian domes jutting up over the forests, the old alpha complexes. We stay away from those. But you can also see the beauty of the nature that has enveloped Kolf. You can see in the distance small fires and smoke signals from all the little colonies of people that live on the island. The cyberpunks were one. Nouvelle Vague was one. There's a Stucky somewhere. Maybe you can even see the Stuckies. And you, of course, the ocean. The vast, beautiful ocean. Water as far as the eye can see beyond Kolf. And as you stare out at the horizon, where the line where the sky meets the sea, if you didn't know, there is a sound behind you. A cave, a mouth that opens up in the side of the cliff. Apparently, is home to a creature. And as you turn around and see what just made that thunderous sound, you see a massive salamander-looking lizardy thing. It's gorgeous and beautiful and purple.
I'm gonna befriend it. It's gonna be my friend.
What do you do to your new friend?
I'm gonna wave really big and say, "Hello, friend. You're the most beautiful shade of amethyst purple I have ever seen, and I'm so pleased to make your acquaintance." And then I will curtsy in my overalls because I don't know if waving is formal enough for a beautiful dragon.
You know what? I'm not even gonna. You're Evo. You make the best of friends. No roles needed. You can make friends with anything, except for this. As it responds to your greeting, it opens its mouth, and the sound of everything files out, enveloping you in a shockwave of energies that you've never felt before, and it pushes you backwards. Slow motion, dramatically, you see yourself sort of high in the air, 10 feet off the ground, falling backwards off the mountain. And all around you, you see you'll see some forests are shrinking and others are growing. Some structures disappear and recombobulate. The two things that don't change in your vision are the two massive domes, unmoving, unchanging. But it seems like the island is swiftly transforming in slow motion before your eyes, and you fall backwards off the mountain into the forests far below. And we'll take it into the intro sequence. Hey!
Woo! Oh my god. Wait, are we muted?
I don't think you are, but you know what? I think it's in line with the sentence. And
thanks, Rachel.
down below on the forest floor. Let's go ahead and throw some beautiful trees there. Down below on the forest floor, we are going to pick up with a young girl. Vaeth, welcome to 110 CR. This is 4 years before secondary characters. So we're looking at like middle school Vaeth here. And also Vaeth in a very different place. You know, people tend to find themselves as they go through high school, as they mature, and they meet people that help them become the best versions of themselves. This is not just long before that, but it's also only shortly after your mother left. Gone with the wind, leaving you and your father to handle it. Poorly, to put it politely. Your dad, poor Papa Alec Soval, has taken to some strange measures to deal with the changes in his life. You don't think he's handling it any better than you are, but he is leaning hard into his faith. You know, your family, your dad at least, has always been a Pelorian, one of these old world gods. I guess, you know, sort of like how there are factions on Earth today, you know, that worship old gods, mythology almost. Your father worships Pelor, a god that has been around for who knows how long. And as part of maybe thinking this would get him out of his slump, maybe thinking this would turn your lives around or help you create something new out of this chapter, he took a small volunteer position to do some missionary work. You know, sometimes when we don't know where to go, we turn to God. And here on this island, this stupid island in the middle of nowhere, Cough, it's called C-O-F, you and your father have flown in to preach Pelor to the locals. Now, you might have thought that this would be like a vacation, you know, tropical island, but it's been a little more of a disaster than a vacation. When you landed, you found out that the little town that you would be staying in, a little town called Sierra, S-I-E-R-R-A, has preventive measures against raiders and attackers, that they need to keep themselves safe from some sort of complex that is oppressive and all-devouring. And of course, your father saw this as only an opportunity to help these people turn to the one true god, Pelor. And so he has taken to some busy work there. You were invited to help out, but when given the option to speak to a bunch of strange natives, or, you know, wander off, find a forest far away from everyone, and lay down, it's no surprise where we find Vaeth at the top of today's game. You know, maybe about a mile out from Sierra. You lay on the forest floor now, Vaeth, with your 3 friends. Their names are Spider, Beetle, and Bee. And you just watch as they find new little spots on your body to climb up and to, you know, be themselves. They explore your arm the way you explore the forest. When suddenly, crashing through the tree line above, bouncing off limb to limb, and falling flat on their back next to you, is another human being. And the two of you literally lay, side by side, on the forest floor, looking off to each other. Okay, I'll give you the option. You have 2 options. You can either fall flat in the same direction and look at each other, or you can fall with feet pointed in different directions, but your heads lined up together.
No, I think we're next to each other like sleepover style.
Sleepover.
We could hold
style.
hands if we wanted.
Excellent.
We probably will.
And I'll turn it over to you.
Oh, hi!
Hello.
Sorry to bother you. This is a very nice spot of forest floor you found. I'm Evo. What's your name?
I'm Vaeth.
What complex are you from? Or if you're not from a complex, what gang are you from? Or, if you're not from a gang, how do you survive these dangerous woods on your own?
Well, I suppose my gang, I've got, so this is Spider, Beetle, and Bee. We're kind of a cool crew.
They're beautiful! Hello, Spider. Hello, Beetle. Hello, Bee. It's very nice to meet you all.
Are you in a lot of pain?
Oh. No.
Give me a vitality check, Evo.
Okay.
You have vitality as one of your traits.
I do have vitality as a
Excellent.
character
So you're going to
trait.
roll. This is going to be a normal check. Most checks will default to normal. So you're going to roll 3d6, and you're going to try to get that vitality number.
I've chosen all my colors. 3d6. And I got a 1, a 4, a 3, and my vitality is 4.
Excellent. Yeah. So that's a successful check. So the branches break your fall enough, and you've had worse falls in your life, or at least in another life.
I've had limbs dissolved. This doesn't hurt at all.
You fear no pain. Yes. So you're fine. You're fine. Surprisingly fine, considering it's from what Vaeth can tell. You fell off the whole mountain.
No, I'm great. I'm pretty bouncy now. Bounciness came in on like recloning, 11. Something happened to my bone density there, but it's been pretty clutch, to be quite honest.
You've said a lot of words, and I don't know what several of them mean.
That's okay.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. I'm glad I didn't land on you and hurt you or your friends.
Yeah, that would have probably hurt me more. I guess I have bigger bones.
My wife is somewhere up there, and I should probably go find her before she worries about me. Do you want to take a walk with me? It's a really pretty mountain.
Yeah, I mean, there's some nice routes up here. I've been going around here a lot lately.
Oh, I'm surprised we haven't met before. I hang out here a lot too. You know, climbing the mountains and fighting with gangs over food and trying to talk to the animals and you know.
I'm going to need both of you to give me a hunt check.
Haha, that's what I'm good at.
Ooh. I can also do that. What is this?
This is normal. Yeah. If I don't give you a number, assume it'll be 3.
Gotcha.
I got 2 successes.
I got 1 success.
Excellent. The both of you see out of the corner of your eye at the same time what appears to be a really shiny rock. I'll put it.
I fucking love a shiny rock.
Where's our shiny rock? Put it right there. There you go. Somehow the light gleams. Not that big, but the light gleams through the canopy. And you both sort of stop mid-conversation when the glint hits. And I am going to give you, for this success, and you both succeeded, and you both find something that you have in common in a lore for shiny natural things. I'm going to give you guys a chunk of your buddy meter. So
Ooh.
That little sound means that the new mechanic of today, the buddy bar, has just gone up slightly. The buddy bar is going to be a little tracker and reminder for where our buddy cops stand with each other. It can also be called the budometer, if you will.
I will not.
I won't.
When it passes, there's 2 marks on the buddy meter, the buddy bar. When it passes the mark on the right, when we hit true buddy cop level, we will unlock the power of friendship, which will replace our luck rolls in today. Luck rolls are the rolls you make whenever you don't have the skills for something. So right now, if I ask these 2 to cast a spell, they would just be waving their hands and hoping something happens. We'll be replacing all of those checks with the power of friendship, which we'll discover what it is if we reach there If the bar hits the other direction, if it goes past the other threshold, we enter sort of lone wolf territory, where the two of them are more powerful apart than they are together. It's sort of a friendly competition variant in which I won't even tell you how the game works, but the game changes I would say dramatically, if we enter that, but for the best, for fun reasons. So,
James,
again,
have you ever played a little game called Beneath Hallowed Halls?
Is it bad if I say I own it, but I haven't played it yet?
It is not bad at all. We just have a very similar mechanic, and I'm so delighted.
Great, perfect. Then yeah, I stole this from Beneath Hallowed Halls, definitely, and everybody should go buy it right now. So we now are, because we have just succeeded on that check together and we've bonded, I'm going to start us with that. And if you are in the audience today, you will notice we have 2 audience incentives or audience rewards that you can claim. You'll see the new rewards: Praise the Buddies and I think it's
Cruddy Buddies.
Cruddy Buddies. That's right. So if you want to praise the buddies, or if you think the buddies are being cruddy, you can redeem those, and you'll also see the buddy bar go up or down a little bit.
Thanks, Rachel.
And it just ticked up a little bit. The rewards are slivers. They're not like huge chunks, so you can't just redeem 5 of them and unlock the full power of the game. But they're great for slowly sneaking us, or just rewarding them if you really are entertained by what they do, or punishing them if you hate what they're doing. Enjoy. You gotta bring a little paranoia back into this. We got Evo back. Where's the kill Evo button?
I was just thinking!
I made the joke that, like...
There's no cloning machine out here, and I almost put this down for bad baggage. I didn't. A lack of an understanding of mortality.
I'll put you guys over at the rock, where it is indeed a shiny rock. And that's it.
I'll be full-on scurrying towards it.
Oh, I'm running with her. This is the greatest. We're on a big adventure, me and my new friend.
You saw the rock too?
I saw the rock. Isn't it beautiful? We have to go touch the rock.
Look at... yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I gotta... like, on all fours, just...
Oh my god. I love this feral child. I relate to this feral child.
100%.
She seems very familiar to me.
Weird.
I feel like I was just like that as a kid. I don't know why.
I mean, I hope that I could be as cool and pretty as you when I grow up.
You will be. Don't worry. You're already so cool and pretty, and you're still little, so you have so much time. What's your name, little girl?
I'm still Vaeth.
Oh, I missed that you said that. I'm so sorry. I get distracted very easily. That also should have been on my bad baggage sheet.
That's okay. Most people don't notice anyway, so... but
well,
the cool rock, huh?
Right away. It's probably because I almost fell on you, but even so.
I mean, that's more than some people have done, so... I appreciate you seeing me.
Okay, yes! I want to take some of this rock back to give to my wife. I have a wife. She's the coolest person in the whole world, and if we find her, you'll get to meet her, and you'll also think she's the coolest person in the whole world, because everyone who meets her thinks she's the coolest person in the whole world. So, is this rock as big as it looks, James?
I'll say that it's slightly smaller, but it's not like a stone. It is like a rock on the ground.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna shoot it, and hopefully it'll blast some chunks off to take. Is that okay with you if I shoot this rock?
You shoot it?
Yeah! And I pull out my laser gun.
I'm just gonna tentatively take a couple steps back.
Oh, I don't know what gun is. Shit, I should have found my gun.
Yeah, there's a shot. I can't believe I didn't remember to grab the laser gun sound effect, so it's gonna sound like that. Pew pew! So there's a shot. And yeah, apparently your new friend Vaeth has some sort of laser pistol that shoots light. I mean, Vaeth would know what a gun is, but I don't necessarily think they've got laser guns out in Brem. So you shoot the pistol, it bounces off the rock. There's a chunk and a little splatter of energy. And then you hear the sound of like a churning and a grating, like a mechanical sound.
No.
Coming from the
no,
woods
no, no, no,
behind
no,
you.
no, 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 no.
Oh, that would absolutely be your first instinct. Is no.
No, 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 no.
What?
I'm putting the little girl behind me.
Are you an alien?
No, I'm just a clone.
All right. A creature emerges from the forest. It is adorable and friend-shaped. I'll make it real big so you can see it real fast.
I love him.
It is.
I love him. Oh, he's got arms just for hugging.
Friend-shaped little floating ball of joy, who comes towards your direction upon the sound of the little blast. Unfortunately, while this might seem very normal to you, Evo, from Vaeth's perspective, a robot has just come out of the woods, and the first thing you notice is the massive drill-like arm that it has that is whirring like a dentist's drill on steroids as it's approaching, flying in your direction. What do you do? I'll let you guys both decide. Give you one action.
Hi, friend robot. My name's Evo. It's very nice to meet you.
I think I'm just gonna grab Evo's hand a little bit and shuffle behind her.
Yeah, I'm down to put the little child behind me.
To be clear, this isn't something that I've seen around the island in my time here.
This is not something you've seen around the island in your time. No, what you've seen, to put Vaeth on like a baseline, Vaeth has not seen anything paranoia-esque. Vaeth knows that there are raiders, but I mean, in Vaeth's imagination, they probably look like, bandits and Mad Maxian, island raiders of, but a flying robot with a drill. No, that's not what you expect to be on this island.
I am still holding my gun in the other hand. I'm not putting that away, I will say.
Excellent.
Eva wants to make friends, but also has a deep distrust of robots and everyone else around her.
Yep. As it gets closer, Evo, you might realize that its voice, as it's approaching, sounds vaguely familiar, as you can hear out of a little speaker on the bot. It starts to say,
"Please do not flee from the good doctor. Please remain where you are for the good doctor."
Hey,
and you
buddy.
notice... Oh, yeah, sorry, I have one more thing. One last tidbit, and then I'll let you go. You notice now that it's gotten closer that it does have the letters D and R, like D.R. Engraved across maybe like its sort of top half here. So it seems to be referring to itself as it approaches.
Oh yeah. Little buddy, I'm maybe thinking we should run from the good doctor.
Yeah, it seems like I don't like this. I'm just gonna run off into the forest.
Great.
Excellent. Give me agility checks, the two of you.
I have that.
Do either of you have agility?
I do not. Oh. I forgot I got
no
rid
successes.
of agility. For vitality.
Great. So if you don't have agility, go ahead.
That was a mistake.
What you're going to do if you don't have agility is you're going to do this luck roll, which is what we do anytime we don't have the ability, which is you're going to roll 2d6 and just hope you get doubles.
Okay. And that is a 4 and a 6.
That's a fail.
I have agility, but I did not.
And you failed as well. Yeah, the two of you...
The doctor is about to cut us open.
Yeah, the two of you do start running off into the woods. Neither of you are particularly fast. Or if you are fast, maybe you're still, working off the shock of what in the world is happening here. And as you disappear into the woods, you can tell that the doctor has it's got its eyes on you. And because it can fly, it doesn't have to jump over any rocks or anything. It is just beelining past the trees, over the grasses, and towards you. What do you do?
Okay, this is fun. I'm going to turn around and shoot at it with my laser gun. A pew pew.
Excellent. So that's going to be ranged conflict. So do you have any abilities that are ranged? Their conflict type is ranged.
Hunt, and personality, I believe.
Great. I think hunt will probably work in that case. So go ahead and give me a... let's make it a hard hunt check here, because he's floating and flying.
That is 2 4s, which are not hunt.
Ooh, so that's a fail. So you turn around and you watch as Evo lets out a shot, but it misses, pews right past it, burns off a tree. Vaeth, what do you want to do?
That's a good question. I'm probably I'm gonna try climb up a tree or something, I think.
Cool.
Like the beefiest tree that's nearby, I'm gonna just...
Yep. In that case, you're going to
Scamper up
give me a hunt check. Or sorry, not a hunt check. That would be a might check for climbing.
So,
Do you have any might?
not a check that I'm doing then.
12-year-old girl, I can't imagine you have might.
No, that's a 6 and a 5.
Excellent. A 6 and a 5 is not luck. You try to scramble up a tree as you hear shots are firing off behind you. You fall down, and it is still encroaching on you. So now I'm going to make a check. I'll say because Vaeth has sort of fallen to the base of the tree, I will say that the good doctor will go for Vaeth first, and I'm going to make a conflict. We're going to do range, or we're going to do basically a melee conflict. So you're going to take any of your melee traits, and you're going to roll for that. Do you have any melee traits?
I've got craftsmanship and vitality.
Great. So you can pick either of those, and you're going to be rolling for those, and I'm going to be rolling for my trait as well.
I'm rolling 3 again.
Yes, you're going to be rolling 3, and I am rolling 6.
6. That's
Keep in mind, if you before you really try to resolve that, keep in mind you can make yours go up to 6 as well if you have something on your sheet that applies. That means like this is something that I'm good at. In this case, it's how are you when something is approaching at you with a big drill trying to carve into you. Do you have any species or your cliche, your good baggage, your etc.?
Yeah, my grenade launcher that No, I do not have anything.
Or if you, I was going to say, because, did you say you picked up predisposed?
I do.
If you really wanted to try to hedge your bets, you could try to predispose and establish that something you had picked up, a stick, a rock, something. That would basically be 2 checks. First, we'd have to do the flashback, so to say, to see if you got it, and then you could use it to make this roll easier.
Sure, let's see if I've got a nice sizable rock.
Excellent.
I suppose.
So give me a 3 predisposed.
I got a 5, so that
Excellent.
is 1 success.
So what we didn't see was when Vaeth fell off the tree, she reached back and she did find a big rock that she had fallen next to, and she starts to bring it up and swing at the robot. So now I will go ahead and I'll roll my 6.
And so am I rolling 4 then?
And you will be rolling. If you look at the sheet, you'll actually see it goes from 3 to 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you'll be rolling 6, and I'll be rolling 6, and then whoever has the most successes wins.
So I got 2 successes.
I got. Oh, I didn't. I was looking at a piece of paper and my dice disappeared. Apologies,
Oh, no.
but I am going to re-roll that because I can't, unless somebody has memory to say exactly what I just rolled. All right. I'm going to keep my eyes on the screen this time. Sorry. Okay, 5, 6, 4, 3, 3, 2. So I got 3 successes on that one. And how many did you get, Vaeth?
Lame. I got 2 for my vitality.
2.
I'm picking one of the skills. It's not out of all of my...
you pick a skill. You pick one of the skills.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So then just the 2 successes.
So then you will take a wound as it bears down, and this drill comes at your shoulder as you're swinging at it, and it carves you right across the side of your shoulder, just almost like collecting flesh off the skin of your arm there. So when you take a wound, you can pick which bullet point you want to fill out. So you'll see there's a mark next to each of your 6 slots. Typically, you kind of want to go for one that might make sense, but sometimes, if it got your arm, maybe that does affect your craftsmanship.
I think vitality, because assume I'm bleeding profusely.
Probably.
And I am going to be screaming profusely as well, just for the record to show.
All right, so I'll take it back to Evo. Evo, you look over, having missed your shot, and you can see that it's starting to bear down on the little girl. It's actually gotten her. You can see a small blood splat sort of flies up as the drill collects a little chunk off the top of her skin on her arm. And what do you do?
I would like to put myself between this machine and the little girl.
Ooh.
Vaeth, I would like to get in the way.
Yeah, that would be, let's do conflict. So I'm going to be rolling 6 again, and you'll pick any of your melee skills.
I only have 1.
Great, that's going to be the one you
pick. So
pick.
I'm rolling 3 dice?
You'll roll 3. You can try to make it higher, if you've got anything that applies here.
No.
And then I'll roll a 6. And I'll make sure I look at my screen this time.
I did not succeed!
I got 5
We are
successes.
starting strong here.
So with 5 successes, there's no... technically, there's no critical hit rules or anything, so we're just going to roll it as a success. You do jump in front and try to get into it, and all you really find is that, you land on the drill, and it just whirls backwards, and so you're sort of rolling off of its arm. And you don't, and it fails. You don't get in the way. So I'm going to turn it back to Vaeth.
I don't know, man. I guess I die. I'm a 12-year-old girl in Murder Machine. I think having it attack my first new friend in a while, I'm just gonna can I try to jump up and grab onto the drill arm, the spindly part, and just kind of hang there, I suppose, as I knock it off balance or something.
Yeah, give me another melee check. Pick one of your skills. What is craftsmanship, or is your melee?
So
That's
I've
not
got craftsmanship and vitality are my
Which
two
one did you
melee.
wound?
Wait, is craftsmanship
I wounded
melee?
my vitality.
You wounded vitality. Okay, so just so you know, if you pick vitality again, it will automatically go up a level of difficulty for you. So you have the option.
Craftsmanship is melee. Oh my god.
I think craftsmanship is I analyze the weak points in this machine and see where it's easiest to strike at,
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
I got 2 successes.
I got 1 success.
It's not enough. You're not going to take any damage, but it's not going to take any damage, right? So you tried to effectively hit, and you missed.
No.
It's this thing. You think maybe, you're good at tinkering and messing with things in a very goblin-like manner. This thing is not made of
We're so similar. It's so crazy.
This thing is not made of anything you have ever... the material, the metal, is like nothing you've ever encountered. When you think you can just find, a Phillips head screw somewhere to, stick your thumb in and try to twist, this thing doesn't even have screws. It doesn't even have bolts.
It's got all, the weird, triangle ones. It's who has
yeah. Yeah, it's got a tri-wing screw.
I'm going to tell Allie you said that. She's going to be angry.
And so the two of you are just kind of all clustered. You guys, all 3 of you are in this small little huddle, pushing and pulling and grappling and trying to pull each other off. The machine is barely stopped. So I get to make one more check here. I'm going to make this check on Evo, since I've already attacked Vaeth. No joke, I literally just started to look around for dice on my table. I was like, where did I put my dice? I've got a button here that rolls dice. There we go. So this is going to be melee against you, Evo. So pick a melee skill.
I have so many melee fucking skills now. We'll do it against craftsmanship.
Great. So you're going to be rolling a craftsmanship as it tries to drill at you.
I'm better at that. Thank you, Kelsey. I'm rolling 3, and that is 1 success.
I got 3 successes. Look. This is not. Keep in mind that like fighting mechanical creatures at melee range, especially, is not in either of these characters' wheelhouses. So it's not surprising that the mechanics work out this way. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Right. If this was a competition to make friends, they'd be rolling 6 dice every time.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it goes for you, Evo, and you're going to take a wound too, as it basically sticks its little drill point deep into your shoulder, and you can feel that this is like a collector of some sort. It's almost like the way the drill is scooped. It just sort of collects that little bit of flesh at its tip and draws it up the drill into the machine. And
Flashbacks.
And that's its turn. It's attacked you guys. You guys are surprised to see that after it has collected from the two of you, it appears to be withdrawing. So it starts to pull back and away from you. Is there anything you want to do?
I would like to shoot at it. I don't want it to go away with bits of us inside.
Good call. So I'll give you, since it's the top of the third round, I'll let you make a ranged conflict check here. This one's going to be hard. So you're going to roll 2 to start.
2 to start. I'm trying to get hunt.
Does your gun count as good baggage that helps?
That's true. Does my gun count as good baggage, or is it just the item?
Yeah. I mean, you've been using your gun for how long? For how many lives? That's exactly why you write it down, so that when you're using a gun, it's always easier for you than it would be.
It's written down under my good baggage.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So, like, if Vaeth wanted to pick it up, instead of rolling hard with nothing, you are rolling hard with an extra step up, because you know how guns work.
1 success.
That's great. That's all you needed. You shoot it, and it appears to take not like a lethal blow. You shoot like one of the wings, and it blows off some paneling, and it drops in the sky a little bit. And then as it continues to retreat, it's now sort of turning in place, like it's offset, but it is making its way back through the forest away from you, trying to escape. Do you give chase or do you let it be?
I'm gonna look at the child.
I think the adrenaline's maybe went off a little bit, and I'm in a lot of pain, and so I'm probably writhing on the floor with my busted open arm.
I'm also bleeding profusely from the shoulder, but I'm so unfazed by it. I don't even notice the blood is coming out. But I will immediately drop down. Hey, little buddy, it's okay. You did so good. You're so brave. You're like the bravest kid I've ever met in my entire life. That was so cool. I can't believe how cool you were.
Well, I think maybe you've saved my life.
I don't know that I did very much, but I think you saved your own life.
We should maybe go back to town.
I'm sorry, what? We can go find my camp.
Well, we can go to the town. It's right there, Sierra.
No, what town?
Sierra. It's like the main town here.
No. Define town for me.
Like a place where people live together and they do jobs and...
There's a Sierra compound?
Yes?
We have to go! We'll come find Spencer later. We have to go there right now. This is the best day of my life. After the day I got married, after the day we escaped the Alpha Complex, this is the 3rd best day of my life.
What? But yeah, my pop was there. And the doctor. I hope.
Okay. Good. Let's go. And do they? Oh my goodness! Did they all escape? Do they have a cloning machine there? When you say towns, how many of them are there?
How big is this town, James?
Roll. Or I'll roll. Hold on, I've got dice. Do I have dice? How do the dice work in this game again? There it is. I'm gonna roll. Sorry, look, I'm not. I've used Arkenforge 1,000 times. I've used Tailspire twice before today. So let me roll. Let me raise the board so they can see it. I'm gonna roll a D100, and we'll say that's how many people live in the town. 67. So I mean, it's 50 or so people
That's
from
the
your
biggest.
perspective, right?
That's the biggest settlement I've seen since I left the complex.
I mean, definitely on the smaller side, I would say, but we should go there. You're bleeding a lot too. I'm gonna just like rip off the sleeve of my shirt and just gonna stuff it into this hole in your shoulder.
Oh, I think you should probably put that in yours. I'll do mine. You have a lot of germs. Actually, Evo doesn't know anything about this. Never mind. Evo, I'm a first aid instructor now, and I'm horrified. But Evo will let you put your shirt in her body, and she will rip off her shirt to put it in your body. And nobody watching at home, use your own clothing to bandage your wounds.
Yeah. So I think after that, if we're able to that, then the town's just it's just over this way.
I can't wait to meet all of them. I knew there were some people on the outside, but I didn't get to meet very many of them. And I didn't know there was a big center. This is going to be so cool.
Where are you from again?
Well, I'm from the Alpha Complex, but then we escaped, and so now we just kind of, camp out around different places and like I said, kill robots and other gangs and hang out and have fun. And I don't have to paint anymore except for fun. I like painting a lot for fun, but now I get to use lots of colors.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Bram originally.
I've never heard of
like
that.
Novisk. It's pretty far away.
Oh, okay.
And then we were living in a town called Ravendine.
Never heard of that.
It's also kind of far away. And now we're here. My Papa's doing some work with the people.
Who's Papa?
My Papa.
What?
Like my dad. My father.
What's that?
What, like, you know how you have someone that raises you? And like you live with them for a long time?
Is this your computer?
No, it's a person.
That's good. I don't want to meet more computers.
Yeah. No, it's a guy.
You have a guy who raises you? That's really weird.
No, it's quite normal. I mean, like, I guess it's been a little weird lately, since Mama left. But generally,
who's Mama?
It's like Papa, but not.
You come from a very weird place.
I mean, yes, but I think. Anyway, you should meet Papa.
Okay.
As you guys have finished walking that sort of mile or so inland, you come out of the edge of the woods towards the beaches of Kolf, where sort of on the perimeter of where the beach and the forest meet, there is this structure that has been put up, this big wall made of the finest of metals and stones and woods and mixed media of a wall project.
I've never seen such a big place in my entire life. What is it? What is it?
So this is like a hall that we go to.
What?
Come. I'm just gonna like take your hand and walk you inside.
As you start to approach the little hole in that wall, because obviously the city or the town has its own barricades, keep out raiders and the like. There's a man at the front gate there who is just like having a smoke, sitting against the wall when he sees you coming up. And he says, "Whoa! You're the pastor's daughter, right?"
Yes. We got hurt.
I see that. What the hell are you doing? What the hell is going on here?
Are you
You
in the
come
Sierra
with me.
Club?
You stay the hell out of here. And he grabs Vaeth by the back, sort of starts to push Vaeth inside. And he's turned around at you, Evo, and he's just like, stay the hell out.
Hey, no. I'm gonna kind of shrug him off and be like, she needs help.
Give me a personality check. This one's gonna be hard because obviously the town has some notions of complex people. But if you have anything
I don't have
that'll make it
personality
from hard
anymore.
Oh, you don't have personality at all. So this is just pure luck. If
I got rid of that. Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl's charm
No, that's
can
a 4
warm
and a
the
3.
heart. Yeah. So he ushers you in through the gate. There's no door that he drops down or anything. He's not a guard. He just lives here. So they start to usher in. They disappear past the wall and into. It's not enclosed. I can sort of show you briefly. Like it's like a big square of a little town. But then you find yourself standing out there alone, Evo. And they've taken the little girl and they said, get out. And you have no idea what this place is or who these people are. Nothing like this place exists back on the Kolf that you know in the outdoors you were in.
No. Oh my gosh. I really like the pumpkins. I'm gonna climb the wall to get up to the pumpkins.
You look up and you see the brightest orange.
They're so beautiful and I want to taste them. I want to eat them.
And that specific shade of orange, of course, you recognize is what shade?
It was called pumpkin orange, but I'm assuming that that's the shade of the thing. I don't know that it comes from a word. So I'm like, look at those pumpkin orange items.
Yeah, this will be a might check to try to climb up the wall.
Ooh.
It's not impossible.
I got rid of might.
This will be a luck check. The buddy bar has grown slightly. I do see that we're partway into that next meter.
6 and a 3.
So you do try to climb up. You fall back. But you can tell there is clearly a way up there because you can see on the ledge a figure is walking out. Just for fun, let's make it the same guy who was just there. He climbs out and he looks over the ledge. He doesn't seem to have Vaeth with him anymore. But he sees you and he says, "What did I say? Get out of here!"
Those look really tasty. What are they?
Evo, give me a personality check from your end.
I do still have 1 point in personality.
You're going to be starting this at hard.
And I was so shook, which is 2 dice.
Yeah, so you're going to start at 2.
My cliche is I like color and nature and having friends, and this relates to all 3 of those things.
So it can go up by 1, so it'll become 3. Now do any of your... So that's the stuff above the traits. Now look below the traits. Does anything there apply? Because you actually can apply... You can go up twice in the best situations.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So then it'll be 3 for personality.
All right. That is a 4, a 5, a 2. My personality is a 3. I'm making no friends today.
It's a new world out here.
Yeah. He says, "What, the pumpkin? What do you want with the pumpkin?"
Makes so much sense. It's beautiful. I've never seen one before.
If I give you the pumpkin, will you leave us alone?
No.
Then I'm not going to give you the pumpkin. Why would I give you the pumpkin?
Because it's a nice thing to do. And you're part of the Sierra Club. And the Sierra Club loves nature and sharing things.
I'll give you one more shot. I'll give you one more shot for personality, because that's a good point. What you don't understand or don't know yet is that they do like nature here at Sierra. So
that is a 3-1 success.
There it is. The first success of the game, everyone.
Let's go. Hey, we got success in that rock. Don't take that away
That's
from
true.
us.
We got a great success.
That's the most
on
important
that
one,
rock.
James.
So he says, okay, you got us there. I guess you've done your research. You clone
I'm
freak.
a member. I'm a member of the Sierra Club
You
too.
are a member of Sierra?
Yeah, I had to join and I got killed like 20 times over it.
Okay, what's the Sierra motto?
James, Evo would, if it's the same Sierra Club, Evo would know, but let me tell you, Nell does not.
If it makes you feel
If it's
better,
actually the same Sierra Club.
if it makes you feel better, James also doesn't know and assumes that they must have had a motto. So I'll let you invent it right now.
Oh god, okay. The motto club is explore, enjoy, and protect the planet. I didn't make it up. That's actually the Sierra Club motto.
Oh, you just Googled it? You found it
I Googled it.
in a book or something? Yeah. Yeah. That works. You don't have to roll for that one. He just kind of is like, son of a bitch. How did... All right, well, come on in. Come on. Let me get you patched up. And then I'll ask you more questions.
Oh, right, this gaping flesh wound. Yeah.
Yeah, so that
I
is
actually
your
like
permission
wouldn't you
come
like
in.
to be a pepper too? Much better than what I said. That makes so much more sense for Evo's version of the Sierra Club.
I think that was the Pepsi generation were technically...
You're right.
They
you're
were something
right.
else. They were the drug one. I don't remember what
Yeah.
they were.
I'm sorry,
But
you
it was-
mean the party leopards? The death leopards? My wife's gang?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put you guys. I'll just put you in this
Forgot
building.
about that. Michael Jackson, Dr. Pepper.
How could you forget?
Explore,
That's
enjoy, and
stupid.
protect the planet. How do we make that weird and paranoia-y?
You gotta collect the planet.
Collect the planet.
Gotta collect them all.
Gotta collect all.
All right. There we go. Now you're inside the building. All right. So he'll usher you inside, and then this, second building on the right, when you come in, has. It's got a small medical station, and they've got someone, an expert there, who will take care of you. When you walk in, Evo, you can see that Vaeth is already being tended to, sitting on a little stool off to the side.
I'm gonna run over and give her a huge bloody hug.
Right, you'll see, I've been crying a little bit, right? When I see you, eyes light up, and I reciprocate your hug.
Oh.
I will give you guys a buddy point for that.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy hug.
Beep, beep, beep.
Buddy hug.
You guys can both restore one thing that's been wounded.
Boop, boop, boom.
I'm asking them all about, what do you have cool plants here? Can I see your plants? Also, do you do lots of hikes? And do you kill robots? I tried to help kill so many robots. And do you need new members? I haven't found a lot of other Sierra Club people in a long time. And do you have animal friends? I'd love to meet your animal friends. Also, hi, I'm EVO-R-EVO 14, and it's nice to meet you. Oh, and this is my little buddy Vaeth. She's basically the coolest kid in the whole world.
Okay, could you stop talking? Could you just... Hey, look, I really appreciate you're being very friendly, and that's a nice change of pace, but... I just wanted to... I didn't want you to get too friendly or excited, because I just needed to speak to Vaeth real fast. So you hang out here.
Okay,
Keep
bye,
getting
see
your
you
arm
soon.
fixed, and I'm...
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, stop doing that. Okay, thanks. And he crosses across the counter to the other side of the room where Vaeth is seated, and he kneels down, and he says to you, Vaeth, "Hey, Vaeth, I just wanted to ask a quick question. Your dad is he okay?" Not like physically, but like, has he been weird lately or anything?
Depends on how you mean lately. Like, yes, for like 2 years now, pretty bad. Um, like more lately, or
Is there? Have you seen your dad take any unnecessary risks lately? Like do really dangerous things or just like be real crazy?
I don't know. I don't see him too much these days. I mean, I guess you could argue coming here might be
Yeah,
on
it's,
that.
it's pretty crazy. We get a fair share of missionaries, but yeah, they're all pretty crazy. All right, well, we're gonna find someone here to look after you right now. We don't want you running off again. Your dad is he really believes in the lore, and when he heard that there were people on this island, the raiders, you know about them, who
Yeah, the
are
bad people.
yeah, the bad people. When he heard about the bad people on the island, he thought that he would go and try to talk to them and make them not so bad anymore. That he could teach them about lore the same way he's been teaching you, he's been teaching us. But it's very dangerous, and we told him that it's very dangerous, that he shouldn't be going out there. And he did anyway. So we're going to get some people here, some of our people, to go find him and bring him back. But I just want you to know that your dad's not here right now. I know you did ask for him. We did see if he was here, or if he'd come back. And when he comes back, we will bring him right to you. We'll find you. But I just wanted you to know the state of things, so that you weren't very confused. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions?
Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
that's fine with me. My friend Evo, she said that they've got friends out in the woods. Maybe they can help look.
Yeah, that's right. I guess you would, wouldn't you? Okay, you wait right here, Vaeth. Just hang out here. I'm gonna go talk to your friend, Evo? Eva?
Yes.
Evo? Okay. And then he sort of backs away and he goes back to Evo. And he says, hey, so just a heads up, the girl's dad went off on what could be described as maybe like a death wish or something.
Sorry, what's a dad?
A dad?
She didn't explain it to me very well.
Right. So a dad is like a computer. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I asked her and she said no. Okay, so her computer went away, and that's bad.
Yeah,
We like
yeah.
her computer.
Yeah. We like her computer?
Well, I didn't like my computer very much.
Oh, He laughs. He looks over at the nurse who's like over at the station just getting some more dressing. And the nurse is looking back at him like, what? And he's like, what? It's like a silent moment of the two of them being like, what the fuck? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you don't like your computer. That's great. Okay, so maybe... Okay, but yeah, so Vaeth, her dad, went off into the woods, maybe towards one of the complexes.
Oh, he shouldn't have done that.
Right. So, like I said, I don't know if there's something wrong with him or if he's got a death wish, but we got to try to find him and bring him back, because yeah. You know the complexes better than anyone else here, so
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe you might want to come tag along, see what's going on. Maybe he's been
Of
captured
course.
or...
Yeah, I can't go back inside, but I can take you to the entrance, and I can tell you shouldn't go inside either, though. It's very sad. That if he's not there, we can go stop him. He hasn't gone down yet, and we're gonna go stop him from going in. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I'm glad you're on board. How are you feeling? This is kind
Great.
of time sensitive, so we might want to just take you now.
Oh, I'm back. I'm good. I'm back to normal.
All right. Well, do you want to change?
Do you have any poison here, by the way? Do you have
Do you
like
have
some
any-
rat poison or something I could just like drink real fast?
He's looking over at the nurse again, just like we will your things no, we don't.
That's
don't.
okay. I'll pick some trash out of the trash can and shove it in my mouth instead.
Nope, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't. Okay, you got a lot to learn, kid. So, he was asking, did you want to change? Because you're in a. Obviously, it looks like you're wearing whatever the heck you escaped in.
Oh, do you have normally if we find new clothing that's there on dead bodies? Do your clothes come from not dead bodies? I'm kind of anti wearing the dead body clothes.
We don't.
Unless
yes.
they're really cute.
Vaeth, you probably can hear this now that they're not whispering so much anymore. You definitely probably hear them talking about the dead body clothing and the weird. It's gotten so weird. It's like it's like at this point, Vaeth, that you're like, is this real, or is this just like another one of those disassociative journeys? And maybe it is, because it's gotten to this very weird point. But yeah, so the guy says, yeah, we've got clothes for you. We can help you get changed out of that. But we really got to go.
Great.
Her dad, yeah.
Let's go fast.
All right, Vaeth, you're gonna wait here, right? Do you need anything while we're gone?
What, you're going?
Yeah,
She's coming too, isn't she?
Well, no, Vaeth is.
Are you going to find Papa?
Yes, we're gonna go find.
We're gonna
Papa.
find your dad computer. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll go get my walking shoes. I'm gonna leave to go back to my house.
Oh yeah, Vaeth just walks right past everyone.
Go get my hiking boots.
Excellent. So I'll say you can go that way, and the guy will actually direct you, Evo. He'll say, all right, look, she really wants to go out, and I understand that. It's not super fun just hanging out here. Can you go with her, maybe sort of convince her that this is not a good idea? We shouldn't have kids going out into the wilds.
Well, but what if she has to convince him to come back? He might not listen to us.
No, we'll make him listen.
Oh, that sounded really threatening. I like when we threaten computers.
Okay, well, I think they're staying at a guest house anyway, so there should be some clothing there. So if you go, get yourself changed, go talk to the girl. I'll see who else I can grab, and I'll meet you right where we met out front. Right?
Okay,
right at the
it was
opening.
very nice. What's your name?
I don't know. The audience is going to give me a name, and then that'll be it. So as soon as the audience sends something, I'll say that's his name. But he gives you his name, and he'll saunter
Okay,
off and let the
And I'll
two of you
wave
go.
and head back over to Vaeth. Now, James, to metagame, to make your job easier, do you want Evo to be pro Vaeth coming along? Because I'm happy to be pro Vaeth coming along.
I was going to say, the reason the buddy bar exists in two directions is if you prefer to go on this adventure and keep Vaeth at arm's distance because you want to keep Vaeth safe, but as a result, that puts some friction between you, we may see the buddy bar go down. But that doesn't mean you
I can
guys
just hop
are
off the
enemies.
call if you guys want. You guys have fun.
No, great.
I think we both know that one way or another, Vaeth is going after. I mean, she doesn't have anyone else on this island.
Excellent.
But it'll be honestly up to you two and how we want this story to fold out. Whether or not Vaeth is coming along, whether Vaeth is trailing or sneaking or following, or whether Vaeth, yeah. So I'll just leave that to you two. We'll set up the scene. You find the guest house he points you to, and it's a very small little villa, just basically for 2 or 3 people to stay in. And Vaeth has probably run upstairs to her room where she's got her packed clothes and her shoes, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Hey, kiddo, can I borrow some clothing, first of all? Because I look really suspicious. And that your clothes don't come from dead bodies.
Yeah, we've got some clothes. Mine might be a little small on you, but Papa's got some shirts and stuff if you want some of those.
Why does your... never mind, okay. Yeah, I'll go put on some very oversized jeans and, button down. They don't want you to come because it's dangerous. And I don't understand that because I think danger builds character, and also it's your dad's computer.
See, that's what I say normally. Like, they're always like, "Oh, you shouldn't be going out." I'm like, "But that's where the cool stuff is."
Yeah. So if you want to come, that's fine by me. And if you want to be sneaky, I can keep their attention. And we're gonna stop him before he goes down into the complex because nobody's gonna go down into the complex.
What's
but
the
if you want to
complex?
come through the forest, that's okay.
Is the complex the bad people town?
That's where the bad computers live and control everything. And they think that's where your dad went, but he's not there yet because he can't be. Because we can't go in there, so we're gonna stop him before he gets there.
But I thought he wanted to talk to the bad people.
Right?
Make them
No,
not bad.
no. He does want to do that, and he shouldn't. It doesn't work.
Okay. Well, I guess we have to go find him regardless, either way. So we should get ready before he's closer to there than here.
Sounds good. I'm going to go and pretend I told you not to come. And then you just... I talk really loud. My friends are always telling me that I'm too loud to talk when I talk. So I'll just talk loudly so you can hear my voice and follow us.
I like hearing you talk.
I like hearing you talk.
Not many people talk to me.
They're missing out. I think you're very good at talking.
People say I talk funny, but I think that's because they're not from where I'm from, and so they don't know how, like, this is normal for me to talk.
You talk nice. It's not funny. It's just nice.
Cool.
You're cool.
I'm gonna get my cool boots on and my coolest pouch. There's are you hungry? I have like half a granola bar in there.
Yes.
We can take some road snacks.
Okay.
Before I leave, I'm gonna stick some little trail mix in my bag, just loose.
You can throw it into your baggage. Your baggage can change, over the course of the game.
Important question: are there M&Ms?
There's a Q and Q's.
Oh my god! Right, Q and Q's, of course. Quem and Quems, I think, really it would be.
All right.
I've only got the peanut ones. Are you okay with like peanuts?
I don't know what a peanut is.
I'm gonna hold that up, peanut Q and Q for you to try.
I'm gonna reach out and eat it.
Don't go into anaphylactic shock.
Give me a vitality check, Evo. We don't know if Evo's allergic to peanuts. Let's just find out now if Evo's allergic to peanuts. No better time than the present.
Nope. That's no successes.
Yeah, so I think Evo's probably allergic to peanuts. That feels like an alpha complex thing that somehow in the genotype, just every single clone is also allergic to peanuts. That slipped in there somewhere. So that's canon.
It's canon now, yeah.
Oh, that was so good and then so bad and everything itches. Do they always do this?
Maybe we should stop by the hospital again before we go out. Just like real quick.
Okay. I can't breathe very well.
Cut to the forest. We have been traveling inland now for a few minutes. Evo just maybe is still a little red and swollen in the face. is joined by our friend Jeff. They gave him the name Jeff. Surprise. Jeff and 2 other individuals from Sierra. So we've just kind of got like a little Sierra club here. That has started to hike through the woods. You will know, Evo, that they have equipped themselves with slug throwers, which is, what you would be calling a traditional gun. So they seem prepared to fight if they've got slug throwers. So terribly, not armor, not Kevlar or Reflect. It's terrible, terrible.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, right? Like, they're going to be the first to go down. Good thing they've got clones. But I am going to need an agility check from a little sneaky back here. Our little sneaker hiding out behind the tree. This is going to be a medium test. Agility.
Alrighty.
If you've got anything that helps you sneak, obviously apply it.
I don't think so. I don't think it's happening.
Sure.
That's 1, 2, 3. My agility is a 4.
Great. So, how does it happen? How do they discover you, Vaeth?
I think I stub my toe and just go, ow! Really hard.
I try to cover it up.
Then immediately go,
but it's like a beat later. I hear ow and I go, ow!
In a very different voice. Yeah.
Actually, I'll try to do a Vaeth voice. Ow!
Give me a personality check. We'll see if you can save it. And if you can save it, if you can save this botch, I'll give you guys a friendship point.
That is 2 2s and a 3.
Is that your personality? Excellent. So yeah. So Vaeth blows it, stubs her toe, screams from the woods. The 3 Sierra Clubbers, they turn around, they look, and you are pretending you've hurt yourself, and you've given a great impression. And one of them, the one that's not Jeff, so we'll name it Connor. Connor says, "Oh, yeah, I guess you're too used to walking on all those steel floors. Welcome to the planet. It's called grass and rocks and sticks and stone."
Thank you. That's a very kind welcome, friend.
I was being okay. Let's keep going. And I will give you guys a buddy point. We're getting close. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 buddy points, just short of 4 buddy points. And
wow.
no, the buddy meter does go up. I got a question in the chat. The buddy meter does go up. It goes up by a 10th of a point. So you'll see it only go up like 1/10 of the way. So if you redeem it 10 times, that'll get you to the next actual tick mark. Yeah, and so with the 2 of you continuing your journey, Jeff stops you another 10 minutes into the woods, and he says, "You hear that?" He asks you to quiet down. And when you listen, you can hear what sounds like maybe an engine driving through the woods. Not like a fancy Alpha complex engine, but like see if I got a sound for this. Yeah, like a car engine. And he says, "Everybody, quick, hide, find cover." And he starts to push people in different directions. So I will need a hide check from... We already know Vaeth's hiding, maybe poorly, but hiding. So let's get an agility check now from Evo.
You sure it's not a hunt check? Hiding in nature?
No, this is still stealth.
Alright, that's a luck roll. And that is a 4 and a 2.
Alright, so... I guess, just to be fair, I will roll for the other Sierra Clubbers. That would be a 3 for each of them. So one of them, we'll say we're going for 5s. One of them fails. One of them fails. And one of them fails. Great. So the other 3 also fail. So he does ask for everybody to back up. That you guys all disperse in different directions, hiding in different places. But they're all pretty obvious. Which is when literally a car does come driving. And it stops and it comes to a skirt. And you can see... Let me see. Give me a predisposed check, Evo. If you have predisposed, or otherwise give me a luck check. Evo? Did we lose Evo?
That's me. I'm Evo. I forgot what my freaking name is. Give you a what check?
Predisposed.
Oh, that's why I heard the word predisposed and I went, oh, it's Vaeth, because I don't have that skill. That's what happened there. I was like, how do I not know Evo? It's because I heard predisposed and immediately decided it wasn't to me. That was a 2 and a 4.
Excellent. Yeah, unfortunately, it is, that is not enough. You don't quite recognize the car. You don't have any sort of history with this vehicle, and you try to remember what might be coming at us. You know this island. You've been living on this island for months. Actually, you've been living on this island your whole life. And a couple of strange people step out of the car with their guns trained. I'll say we got one trained over here, one trained over here, one trained over here. Vaeth, how many times in your life have you even been near a gun?
I feel like living in Brem, it's like not uncommon for like people with like hunters rifles and stuff, but not like machine guns and like
laser guns,
weapons of war, you know.
Yeah, you've never, obviously, you know what a gun is. You haven't had to deal with a firefight. You haven't had to deal with a gunfight. You've never dealt anything like this. And here, in this very sensitive time of your life, now you're also, unfortunately, coming face to face with what appears to be like warfare, like you said. People with guns, pointing at the people with guns, pointing at the people with guns.
Is this what puberty is like?
Inspiration point.
Actually.
In the Alpha Complex, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll say one of them that's stepped out says, "All right, turn over your guns, chooms. They're ours now. You're outnumbered. We got 4 other cars out behind us. Don't play games. I see ya. Come out."
But we need them because we have to go stop somebody from going into the complex here, so we can't give them to you.
Flash, you see this one? This one? You see this one? This one from the inside here?
I changed my clothes.
Oh, you did change your clothes. That's right.
20 minutes
That's
ago.
Right.
I do think I'm very strange.
You are very strange. And holding a laser gun.
I am holding a laser gun, that is true.
He says,
also a paintbrush, also a pet bot.
Don't take that one out. I know we can get good money for that one. But the rest of you, come on. And you watch Vaeth as violence does not seem to break out. We'll say that Connor steps forward and sort of puts the gun on the ground. The others step forward, put their guns on the ground. And Jeff will say, we don't mean you any harm. We're not gunning for any territory. We're just, have you seen a man dressed in a golden robe, tucked into a pair of hiking pants? Maybe. And what if I have? Well, we're looking for him. We want to bring him back to Sierra. What do you got for it? We're gonna give you our guns. We'll we're not carrying anything else. What can we give you? You guys got any of them pumpkins? And he stops for a second. He's like, yeah. All right. If we tell you where we saw the man, will you drop off a load of pumpkins for us?
They've got good taste.
He says, sure. That's fine. You can have the pumpkins. You can have the guns. Just don't hurt us and tell us what you know. All right. Yeah, we saw you, man. He came out our way. Started talking all about some god. And we killed him. And there's like a silence. Nah, just kidding. Just pulling your leg. We told him to get lost. So he's out there in the woods somewhere.
Which direction?
Beats me. But he ain't in our cap, so you guys are walking in the wrong direction.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for your help.
Actually, this one's not with you, are they? And Jeff looks at you, Evo, and then looks back at Vaeth, and looks back at you, Evo, and then he looks back at Vaeth, who has done a terrible job at hiding when we all hid from these people.
I just shout out a yes from behind the stump.
No, that's, she's not from the inside. She's just got a gun that we took off of someone.
Dead body.
Yeah, off a dead body. And I'll make a quick personality check from Jeff here. It's not how you count that, so it's just... Jeff fails. So they look right through him. They can tell. These people, they can see an alpha complexer when they see one, when they know one. And he laughs. He says, "Oh, protecting a little clone baby, are you? You know there's good money in it,
I'm not a baby. I'm full grown. That's very rude."
Hand him over. Or we'll take him.
I'm kind of gonna.
And you hear the clicking of guns. The cocking of chambers.
I'll go with them. You all gotta go get Vaeth's dad computer back. So I'll go with them, and Vaeth, I will come back and find you, and we'll hang out later once your dad computer is home. And these guys won't kill me for sure.
Vaeth, give me a predisposed check. This one's medium.
Alrighty.
Unless you got something that's good about remembering lessons you've been taught about avoiding dangers.
Well, that's 100% in my wheelhouse. I'll roll my 3 dice. That is 2 successes.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, Vaeth, you, from everything that you were told back in Sierra for those first couple of days when they were stealing you guys up, what to expect. The raiders that live on this island, they are every worst kind of terrible. And you can't imagine a world based on everything you heard where Evo makes it out of this trade alive. And you have no idea why Evo would be sacrificing their entire life for you and your dad right now. But let's get real, I don't think Evo is sacrificing their entire life for you and your dad right now. Doesn't realize what they're doing.
No.
But you do recognize the weight of this sacrifice.
I'm optimistic. Mm-hmm. I'm optimistic. I know it might go badly, but I'm optimistic.
Now I pull out my grenade launcher. Can I stumble my way out from behind the tree and be like, Look, I don't want you to take my new friend. I see there's 3 of you. I have 3 very cool rocks in my bag right now, which could be yours. And I take out the 3 shiny rocks that I have.
I've never been more impressed by someone in my entire life than I am impressed by Vaeth right now.
Oh boy. I will say, if this succeeds, this is certainly another buddy point, because you are trying to save Evo's life, literally. This would probably... I guess this is personality, right? This is a social interaction. This is a trade. Do you have any personality, Vaeth?
No. 100% no.
It's going to be
I'm willing to throw in the frosted shreddies that's also in there, but that's like all I've got, So this is just a luck roll then.
Yeah. We're just going 2d6.
4 and a 1, baby.
It's adorable. You do hold out these beautiful rocks.
Look, you can see like when the light catches it. This one, it's like it's like glittery, and this one's like almost translucent.
Felt more spiritually connected to another character.
And it's just like some chuckles and some she's that's adorable. But nah, you keep your rocks, and we'll get the girl.
Okay. I kick him in the balls.
They'll wave you over to... What did you say?
I kick him in the balls. Or I guess just like headbutt him.
Oh, see, this is Vaeth's origin story. This is how we get secondary characters, Vaeth. Yeah. So, seeing no other option, you're just gonna try to kick something off, and it's literally a kick. I'm going to let that automatically succeed, because it's just going to be so easy. Not only are they surprised, I was surprised, but you're also at a perfect height. Everybody knows kids are the best at doing exactly that. So I think your species as a kid, plus getting them by surprise will take you up 2 notches. That's an automatic success from a medium. So keep that in mind. I think this gets lost on some people, but the automatic failures and successes on that tracker are part of the roll. So if you're ever doing a medium roll and both things apply, it'll actually automatically succeed. Yeah, so you kick, and we're going to go off into the craziest little battle, which I'm going to start with... Oh, I want more intense battle. We're about to get firefighty, like any good Paranoia episode. I'll start with you, EVO. You watch as this little adorable rock-loving girl has run over and kicked kicked the cyberpunk right between the legs. He kneels over. He's down and out. What do? You hear guns are being drawn, maybe even about to be pointed at someone.
So none of us have guns, and there are 3 of them. So I would like to use my prop.
I will say, I never established that they took physically the guns yet. Only that guns were being put down
on the ground.
So you probably, if you have a second, you probably can grab the laser pistol if you want it. But if you got something cooler and more improvisational, go for it.
I mean, I ate my garbage.
That's right.
That is my proc.
Oh, you got a proc!
I got a proc!
Yes,
and
this is a fun time to proc.
Power, which is I kill what I touch, smiley face.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So she just wants to reach out and pat the guy on the cheek and process that trash she ate into poison in his skin.
Oh yeah, I mean these procs are big, so I will let you, there's 3 of them. If you want to just sort of run and start smacking across faces, try to get them as many as you can. I mean, really, if there's 3 of them and one of them's down on the ground, you really only, from your angle, I guess you were back here, you really only have to sort of run at them and get hands on both of them before they can take a shot, right?
Yeah.
And with the proc, you don't have to roll.
Just like full frontal grab their face, and the purple glowing as I poison the fuck out of them!
Oh my god, that's gorgeous. It drips and burns on their face, and they fall to their knees, dead. And that's the fastest we'll ever have to do a battle. So, Vaeth, you are sort of standing over the guy, maybe even got a foot on his gun so he couldn't grab it, while he's kneeled on the ground. And Evo, you're standing over the dead bodies of the other two. And the three Sierra Glovers are just like...
If you go away, they'll still give you the pumpkins. I'll say to the man on the ground. I'll still be your friend.
No. Don't bargain with him. That's not how this works. Stop. Evo, shut up. Jeff walks over. We'll put him on the ground. This might be... Look, Tailspire's got a lot of cool things, but I think its best part is the fact that I can just put someone on the ground like that.
I love it. This is so funny.
So we'll put Jeff over there, and Vaeth. Yeah, he says, Evo, shut up. He says, we're going to take the car and the guns, and we're going to find our man. And if you try to take any of our people, I just want you to go back to your little hideout and tell them what you saw here today. Tell them that we have superpowers, okay? All right, Mike. All right. Just don't keep her away, man. Keep her away. And he runs off and crawls backwards into the woods.
I stick my tongue out at him as he's going back.
Perfect. You have successfully saved Evo's life, so I am going to give us that last buddy point here, which will thanks to the audience, and the it looks like the audience has combined given us a whole extra bar over time. So we're gonna hit this early. We're gonna take it. Ba-dung. Oops. I think I hit it twice. There we go. So we have now just hit the threshold, which means we have unlocked the power of friendship. Now that we have unlocked the power of friendship, every time you guys have been making luck rolls, which has been quite a few times, this game does have a lot of luck in it. You will be able to fall back. You'll be able to fall back and do the power of friendship instead. You can replace all of your luck rolls with the power of friendship. The way the power of friendship works is instead of trying to get doubles on 2 dice, you both are going to roll 2 dice, and we try to get any 2 match. So if one of you gets doubles, great. But if there's a double between the 2 sets of dice, that's also great. So basically, it makes it twice as likely that the luck rolls will succeed through the power of friendship. Because look at this. Look. I mean, it works out. We're making good friends. All right. I guess we all get in the car now? Sure.
Can we all fit?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can ride on top. That's fine. I'm used to that.
Dude, just take a look.
I've ridden on top of cars before.
Yeah, it's
Or Vaeth can sit on my lap.
Yeah, we'll put Vaeth on Evo's lap.
Have to be.
And we'll put you all in the car. I assume one of them knows how to drive. It's 110 CR. Cars are pretty common. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start driving.
The software is so fucking sick, James.
Thanks. I'll take the table down. I'll prepare our next scene as the two of you and, Jeff and whoever get to hang out in the car driving through the woods as we start heading towards.
Is there music? Who's on the aux?
I don't... Well... I'll say there's not music, and here's why. I'll say that there's not music because there is a group of people who we know live on this island who operate a recording studio, who probably hunt down any sources of music because that's their whole thing, is they love music. They've got these little black boxes that have these
Right,
tapes in them
yeah.
that they
I
listen
feel
to all
like
the
I've
time.
heard of those.
So I feel like that the cyberpunks probably would take radios out of cars because it makes them high targets for that group on the
Yeah.
island. Great, and we'll take the board down, and I'll let you guys have your little.
Yeah, I am 100% trying to start a sing-along, but Evo doesn't know any, like, real songs, aside from, like, weird old computer jingles, so she just makes up her own songs. Her favorite is this is the hiking song, but they're not hiking, so instead she's singing, "This is the driving song, and we will drive along, and we will sing this song, and all be friends." I just threw my ring in the air. I don't know where it went. It was too big on me. I've lost my wedding ring. I found my wedding ring. Don't worry, Spencer, I'm coming back for you. Once she finishes her song, she'll say, "So, Vaeth, tell me all about your life. What's your job?"
Well, I'm a kid.
And what's your job?
Like I go to school.
What school?
Is where you learn stuff.
Like how to do your job?
Well, no, more like math and like reading.
Okay, I know those a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's I guess useful for a job, but I'm too little to have a job just now.
The world is very different out here.
It
What do you
sounds
want
like
your
you're from a
job?
very weird place.
No, I think you're from the weird place, but maybe I'm from the weird place. I don't really know.
Maybe. I guess everywhere's kind of weird.
Do you know what you want to be when you have a job? Your job can also be run around the woods and kill raiders and kill animals to eat.
I'll be honest,
That's
that
my
sounds
job
like a
now.
lot. I was thinking of
Yeah.
maybe like being a dinosaur or something.
That's cool. You're a cool kid.
You're pretty cool.
Do you have lots of friends?
I've one. It's you. Hello.
Oh, hello. Well, you're my friend too. And when you meet all of my other friends, they're going to be your friends too. And then you'll have, well, and you have the bug friends. So right now you already have 1, 2, 3, 4 friends. And then you'll have another, how many friends do I have? 4 friends and a wife. But she won't be your wife, just mine. So you'll have, 9 friends total. And that's a lot of friends for one person.
That's a lot. Yeah. Most of
Stop the car!
most
Stop
of
the car!
other
What's
kids-
that? What's that? A hand. Yeah, the car comes to a screech. And
Do not have a seatbelt on.
agility check versus death. Wear your seatbelts, kids. A hand like sort of spews out past you, and so it works as a seatbelt, like it's pointing out the window. And when you look up, you can see that the car right outside. Let's pull the board up. The car has been driving past the side where a cliff is sort of climbing up and out of sight towards the mountainous peak mountains in the middle of the island. And let me get a hunt check from the two of you to see
That
what
is
you can
what
see.
I'm good at. Does I like colors and nature contribute?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That is 2 successes.
That is also 2 successes.
Aw.
High five, buddy.
And when you look out the window to see what he's trying to point at, there is a flash of gold that is able to be seen between all the greens and browns. It is clearly, just for almost like Bigfoot, just a small motion or movement of something in the mountains, having sort of climbed up and over and out of sight. You would recognize Vaeth because you succeeded as well. You would recognize that looked pretty much like the same sort of stupid Pelorian like missionary outfit that your dad has that he bought for this whole thing because somehow now he's found God. Oh wow! All it took was mom to leave.
It's just his midlife crisis purchase. Fancy gold robe.
Yeah, it's not going to help him get into heaven. I mean, materialism is the death of humanity.
Yeah, I'm like just rolling out of this car and just sprinting up the
Yeah,
hill.
I'll run after her.
Yeah. Grab the two of you. Bring you up the mountain a little bit. And yeah, as you guys are immediately, Vaeth is the first, is dashing. From behind you, Vaeth, you can hear kind of getting quieter, the adults. They're like, Vaeth, come back, we aren't sure. That might have been him, but just
Papa! Papa!
Computer! Dad, computer!
Dad computer. Yeah, and the two of you continue to climb, running away. And there's some murmurs. You can tell they're yelling about something down at the bottom of the mountain. The adults. But then you can hear the
Excuse you, I'm an
sound.
adult.
Sure you are, Evo. You hear the sound of the car start up again, and you probably not even looking, but you can hear that the car's driving off. And what's really happening, just for players' purposes, two of them are going to head off, and then they're going to leave. We'll say Jeff, because he knows the two of you. Jeff will stay behind, but he's going to be quite a bit behind you, as Vaeth is no doubt scurrying like a little rat up the mountainside.
Rats are my favorite animal.
I think we knew that.
We did. This is canon.
And you begin to climb. I will take another hunt check to now track. So there was the first hunt was sort of the perception, see what you saw. Now this is one to see if you can follow or track where he's gone.
Can my daughter of a well-liked local politician help?
Oh,
because
absolutely.
I'm looking for my
yeah.
dad.
Oh no, absolutely. That's definitely.
Successes again.
I got one success.
That's all it takes. Yeah, you can see there's still fresh mud from his boots. You'd recognize those muddy boot prints. And you are able to see a trail and start following Papa up the mountain. So, as you can... Oh, I already brought the game back up. As you can see, we've climbed up the mountain ridge a little bit, chasing and following, until when the two of you come over, one last little...
Aquaman?
It is not. It's just a guy. Here, I'll do the thing I did for the robot. You can see he is just a guy.
Ah, it's just a dude.
Just a... That's literally how every 12-year-old feels about their dad. Ugh, just a dude. When you come up over one little outcropping over a ridge that looks like your dad climbed over, you see him, Vaeth, and he is sitting, literal legs hanging over the side of the rock outcropping, looking down on the forest below. This ledge that we had climbed up gives him a pretty good view, sort of above most of the treetops, so he can sort of see the field and then the water, obviously, and the beyond. And he doesn't seem to have noticed you. He's just sitting, swinging his legs, staring out at the horizon. What do the two of you do?
Papa?
Vaeth? Quick question now. Does the Papa also have the Vaeth accent when you played him?
I'm sure
In
he had
canon,
a very
but
bad approximation of
not.
it.
It's the classic Novisk Bremish accent.
Yeah,
you know?
Novisk City Bremish accent. Yeah. Sure. He'll turn around. Vaeth, is that you? What are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here?
No. This isn't right. Shouldn't. I'm sorry. Did you climb this mountain all by yourself?
Well, I've got my friend Evil here, but I made a friend.
Oh, I'm glad you're making friends, honey. I just needed to get away from all the people. I just needed some me time. You know how it is. But I'm glad you've come up. I'm glad to see you. You climbed that whole mountain all by yourself, huh?
Yeah, I
She's
just sort of
very
scampered
brave
up
and
it vertically.
strong.
That's my girl. Do you want to take a look? Don't get too close, but you can see the ocean just as far as the eye can see.
I'm gonna go up and kind of sit next to him.
I'll hang back. I'll take a seat on a rock back here.
You know, the ocean, it's the one thing that we'll always have, no matter where we go, babe. It's the same ocean. Those waters are the same ones that go up towards where. You know, since so much of the land up there is covered in snow and ice, you know, when it starts to melt, it mixes with the waters. I think about that sometimes. That little bit of home really, really is not just like, just like a metaphor, but you know, there is really Brem water we're looking at. You ever think about that? It's funny, no?
I mean, sometimes I think of home, but I mean, our new home is nice too, and here is also a place that we are, but I miss home sometimes.
Yeah. It's, you know, sometimes in your life, Dave, you're going to feel like things used to be better. But I want you to know, if you ever feel that way, if you ever feel like things used to be better, change the word. Change the word in your head. Tell yourself things used to be different. Because the world is so big, so different in so many ways. It's, you cannot compare it. You can't say that the people who live here, they are so happy. Happier than half the people I knew in Novisk. But they don't have what we had up there. They will hunt for their food like us, but their food is weird. They have centipedes they eat. Yuck! Gross! Would you eat a centipede?
I mean, would you be mad if I said I had?
No, I can't say I'm surprised. That's, you get it from a... Yeah.
You know,
Who is your friend? Do you want to?
Oh yeah. This is Evo. I like wave her over. I met her in the woods. She's really cool and talks a lot and says cool things though.
Are you from Sierra too?
No. And I'm really confused. Are you a robot under human skin, or did I really misunderstand some things?
I mean, I thought I was pretty specific when I said he was not a computer. But,
Right, but then the Sierra people told me he was.
You think I'm a computer?
Well,
No.
No, that's okay. There are lots of things I don't understand in this world. I'm Evo, and your daughter is very cool and has been very nice to me and very helpful. And we've been having a very exciting adventure to come find you.
Oh, well,
Some
thank
of the
you.
men in town said you were doing dangerous things.
Yeah, I mean, going off alone, you know, what they told us about the island, the raiders. I, I did, I did go and meet some of them. They're nicer than you'd think, but yeah, it was not smart.
Some of the Australians tried to kidnap my friend. Also, a robot attacked me. Did you see this? I rolled up my bloody arm that's like freshly bandaged. Yeah, there was a robot, but Evo saved me. And then there was some guys in the car, and then I headbutted one in the crotch, and Evo melted their faces, and then we took the car.
Yep. I bet she did. That sounds like a
She
lot
did.
of fun.
She's not lying. You would win the bet. What did you bet? Who did you bet?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a figure of speech. You come from this island. I know. Things are different. Would you say that you have lived a happy life?
No, absolutely miserable for the most part.
I see. No. You haven't found something that makes you happy here on this island?
Well, now I have. You said a happy life. Most
Oh.
of my life has been very, very unhappy, but the last few months have been really, really good. I got married, and we exploded the Alpha Complex, and now we live in the woods, so things are really great now.
Well, see, Vaeth, this is what I'm talking about. Your friend Evo is happy, but your friend Evo is living a very different life. You know, if you were to live a life like Evo, you know, you might think your old life was better, or this life is better. But they're just different. And that's exciting because change makes us very strong. It is like the snow badgers every winter when they grow and their fur gets so big. They get stronger because they change, and then when it's warm again, they need to run and hide from the polar bears. They change again, and they're better for it. So, does any of this make sense? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Papa, I don't feel stronger.
And that's okay. That is okay because different comes in many different shapes in ways that we don't always understand. And I think that's why I came here, and I think that's why I ran off, because I am trying to understand. And for everywhere I search for answers, I am not getting very many. So maybe I should slow down, and I know I have not been. I've been distracted, and that is bad. A papa should never be distracted. Not when you are growing up. If I blink, you will be so tall. You will be so strong. You will grow up, and I will miss that if I don't pay attention. And so, I don't think we're going to feel better, Faith. But I think we will feel different for now. And if we have each other, and he will put his hand on yours on the cliffside there, all four of your legs just kind of kicking now over the edge. if we have each other and we face the change together, then maybe we'll find that we do feel strong. I think the snow badger probably thinks he is getting weaker when he loses all of that fur. It kept him so warm. But he does not understand. His body loses the fur for a reason. He does not understand that there is a purpose to the change. And what do you know? Here comes summer. He is so strong now. He is so fast. Let us be fast too, Vaeth. Let us be fast too. I'll give you a big hug.
I'm gonna, just lean in and hug him tight.
I guess we should get back. Or do you want to stay here a little longer?
I don't think there's anything we need to rush back to. We could sit. We can watch the sea.
How do you feel if I were to... How do you feel about Papa, Mayor Papa? How do those words feel?
Mayor Papa.
It's just something I was
sounds
thinking.
Different.
Evo, how you doing now?
I've been having a real time.
You are having a grand time there, watching this unfold, Evo. And I mean, I'm sure some of it also resonates with Evo for sure. I mean, we haven't touched on it too much here because it's prequel stuff, but you're only a couple months out of Alpha Complex. You lived many lives in Alpha Complex, and you found the outdoors. And like you said, this different life has been good for you. So I'm sure Evo is just as touched in game, feeling that.
Yes.
And as you look up, you do realize that you're not too far from the where Spencer was, where you had sort of fallen off of. So I'll give you the options. You can hang out here with the two of them, if you want to share some stories. If you feel like there's anything else you want to say. But I will say that, originally, I do think you were looking for Spencer before everything kicked off.
I was.
But that's your choice. If you want to hang out here, or if you want to go find your wife.
I mean, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit longer with them. When it's time for them to go back to town, is probably when I will say my goodbyes to the coolest kid in the whole world.
And it might feel like only a few minutes pass, but it might also feel like hours pass. It might feel like, there is a sense of family here that's, unspoken. Is there anything else you wanted to say to Mayor Soval Evo before he starts to brush you off and get up?
So, just to be 100% clear, I just really want to understand this. There's no computer inside your head. You're like a human person, and you have to take care of this tiny human person.
Yeah, okay.
That's a really terrible job.
You're clearly not a mother yet, so let me explain how it works. People on this island just so full of surprises. So a parent is, do you know that feeling of, you meet someone and they are so much like you that you just feel like, you could be like the same person. You could you just are so surprised by how much is so alike.
Only sense.
Well, a parent is someone who, genetically speaking, I don't know if you know anything about genes and science, but it's a person who you are half of. You know, if you take half of this person and you mix it with half of this person, then you will get, two halves is one whole, and a parent is that person. So if you look at Vaeth here, half of me has gone into Vaeth. And one day, maybe half of Vaeth will go into something else. And that is how how the exciting creative energies of the world work. We keep splitting half of everyone into new things. And so a dad, a papa, a mother is a creature who has given half of themselves into someone else. Does that sound like your computer?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Well, then if it doesn't sound like your computer, then there you go. So this computer you talk about is not a parent, is not a dada or a papa or a mama.
Okay.
But
I've learned a lot of things today. But the best thing I learned is what pumpkins are. I'm going to be real. This is like 4th on the list. Below your kids' bug friends and cool shiny rocks and also pumpkins.
Oh, well, pumpkins are... he turns over and he sees like some vines growing on the side of the mountain. He says, if you don't know what a pumpkin is, I'm very surprised. They are native to this island. You can see they're starting to grow right there.
I'm gonna go run over and crouch down and stare at the vines. Like, I think they're gonna grow right now and I can see them.
No. He'll get up and he'll brush himself off and he'll come over to you. He'll say, do you know what a seed is?
Yes, we eat them sometimes.
A seed is just like a seed is just like a child, and the person who plants the seed. So have you planted a seed, or you've just eaten them?
Oh, I've just eaten them. What happens if I plant it?
You plant a seed, it will turn into a new thing. And pumpkins have seeds here, and he'll sort of rummage and sort of destroy this little patch of green. When he opens his hands, there's some pumpkin seeds in there. And he'll be like, here, this little, this used to be, it was almost going to be a pumpkin, but I had to destroy it to get the seed out. That's not part of the analogy. This seed, that's a very different analogy. This seed is, this will grow into a pumpkin. You put it in the ground.
I'm going to take it and put it in the ground and sit there and stare at the ground like I think it's going to come up.
It takes a very long time with a lot of love and care.
Okay. Then I'm going to take it and plant it somewhere else and love and care for it somewhere else.
That's a good idea. But Vaeth, we should get going. It is getting dark.
Okay, kiddo. I should probably go find my wife and my friends and plant this pumpkin seed. But if you're gonna be here for a little while, I'd love to come back and visit with you and hang out.
Yeah. Is that okay, Vaeth? If your friend comes back?
We can have a slumber party.
I mean, I feel like I should be the one asking you, Papa, if that's fine, because I'm definitely fine with that one.
Okay. Well, then you can, if you stop in, he describes where his house is inside the town, but you would know exactly where it is. You've been there. You can find us there. We'll only be there another couple days. But it'll be good to see you. Maybe we can have a meal. I'll show you how you can eat more than just seeds.
Okay. Well, I do eat dead animals too.
Okay. Vaeth, we should probably go.
Okay.
It was lovely meeting you, Evo.
I will scoop Vaeth up in a big, big, big hug, lift her up off the ground, and then set her down and pat her on the head and say, thank you for taking me on your adventure today and teaching me so many things. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you had fun too, and we'll have lots more fun at our next adventure.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like when you didn't let me get killed by several things today.
I really think you're giving me too much credit here. But you're welcome, and
Agree to
thank you.
disagree. I was, I offered these 3 cool rocks to a guy earlier, but if you wanted to take one, I know you got a cool rock.
Well, let's
when
trade.
we
I'll
first
give you
met.
my cool rock so that you can have something of me, and then I'll take your cool rock so that I can have something from you.
Okay. I swap rock, and then I take out a little pin badge, pop it on your shirt, which is Papa's shirt.
Is that?
Oh yeah, it sure is.
It's just a little pin badge of like a leaf. I pinned the Quelmar logo onto your shirt.
Wow, that rock looks like a Q.
It's green. It's a leaf.
That's right. Yeah.
No.
And
But your wife is probably missing you and your friends as well, so
I'll bring them all to meet you next time.
yeah, that sounds nice. I
Okay.
can't wait.
Bye, little buddy.
I give you another big hug.
okay.
Every time we hug, this is how we get us.
We can be grinded hugs out all
We
game.
we turn around, we start to walk away, and then Evo comes running back in for a third.
Whoa!
That hug was too hard. I took down a point. No. Yeah. All right. So, as Vaeth and her father head back down the mountain, Evo, you will return up the mountain. You can give me a hunt check to see if you can find Spencer.
I will. Can married to Spencer under my etc.
Yes,
Be
that's
next-
something that would help. Correct.
That is a hunt. No successes despite my 4 dice. I got triple 4s and a 5.
All right. Well, unfortunately,
I was so
gonna have
excited
to-
to see James's Betsy impression. I'm so mad.
It should have been six dice instead of 4. If you went up.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. You rolled 4. Roll 2 more.
Oh, I rolled 4, rolled 6. Oh my god. Come on. Would you believe me if I told you I now have 4 4s and 2 5s?
So is that a success or a total?
No!
Oh, it's a total
That's
fail.
no successes.
That's okay.
Oh, well, worth
Well,
a shot.
yeah. I'll say that you cannot find your wife, unfortunately. You find yourself, as it's getting darker, climbing back up towards the top of the mountain where you actually feel like this is where you had fallen off of. You're great with rocks and trees and sticks and you see the same cave. The one that you got tossed down from. But you don't see Spencer anywhere.
I don't like that. But I'm gonna go look in the cave.
Alright.
See
As
if I can find that pretty dragon again.
as you head off into the cave, into the darkness of Chronepsis's lair here on the island of Koth. What? That should be common knowledge. I feel like everybody
All
should know
this time?
Chronepsis lives on Koth. Anyway, and if you didn't know, you should know that. Everybody should know the sky is red and Chronepsis lives on Koth. 2 basic facts, people.
The sky's actually blue because we're in the CR.
Oh, that's right. We're in the CR era, so the sky is blue. Wow. You
Try
got
and
me.
fact check us, James. You're talking to two of the CR experts here.
It's true. It's true. Two of the CR experts.
We wrote a book on the matter, I'll have you know.
So, as you guys, it's so funny that Jeff did the exact same correction. Thanks, Jeff. We'll see Evo disappear deeper and deeper into the lair.
We're good. We're good.
And we'll hear the roar of a dragon inside, echoing in the darkness, as we will go ahead and take our board down and end our little buddy cop adventure. Congratulations, friends. That's the sound of we're going to send Evo back, probably. Or
Gotta
maybe
go get
not.
my
Who
wife.
knows? Maybe season 2, we see Evo in the Holy War.
Oh my god.
Evo becomes a time-traveling agent of chaos. No. I'll be honest, if I had access to Betsy right now, I'd definitely love to play out that scene. But I cannot do Spencer justice without purely having Betsy here. Which, by the way, we'll get to that. We'll get to everything. So, thank you so much, players. Give us, in sort of Monster Hearts fashion, traditional fashion, will give us like the last little vignette that we'll see as the music is playing, and we get like the little montage of everybody's final scenes, hugs, and adventures.
Vaeth's gonna be patiently waiting for a new best friend to arrive, who will never arrive because she's been teleported back in time and be abandoned by another maternal figure in life.
Terrible. Terrible.
Thus, the cycle continues. I like that you pointed out in chat, Craig, that it's like, well, we know in 4 years your dad's going to have to relearn this lesson because... And I was like, that's not a surprise. He gets into politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all cyclical.
Yeah.
But I think, she still appreciates the time that she had with someone who'll actually listen to her and relate to her. And she did have a nice touching moment with Papa. So she'll take that with her for a time being at least. Comfort her in those cold, lonely nights.
She's going to find Spencer, obviously, when she goes back in time. She is going to, when she realizes, when she goes out and the town just, is rubble or whatever it is now, she realizes what has happened. She's going to write a letter to Vaeth and then crawl up and just put it on the edge of the lair and, write, deliver to cute little girl in past or future, ? Thank you, pretty dragon friend, signed Evo. And leave that at the mouth of the cave.
The idea that we're planting here that Evo gets the biggest friend in all of Quelmar is kind of golden. Like, if you're gonna build your whole character around making friends, that feels like the final tier boss. Like, yes, that I was waiting for you.
She leaves a whole pumpkin for the dragon, and then this little letter that she hopes makes its way to the little girl.
I was gonna say, actually, what I didn't get the chance to drop in, but I will, is that when you return back to the island in the future or whatever, there are no pumpkins. The pumpkins are all been taken or devoured or eaten, 70-something years later, which gives you the chance to,
grow a pumpkin that I'm gonna take and give to the dragon as a thank you gift for maybe considering delivering my letter.
There you go. You heard it here. Evo repopulates the island of Golf with pumpkins. And I'll do my montage. My vignette will take us back sometime between 110 CR and 174, where deep in the bowels of the Alpha Complex, some robot is jacking in to a wall, and there's a whirring and a sound and a drainage of material out of him as it scoops into a small basin that looks like a petri dish. And we just see that chunk of flesh sort of splay out, and then suddenly there's a little bubble, a little growth, little cell division. And the camera will obviously
There
pan
it
out,
is.
and it'll be like decanting chamber 1704, which finally gives us the answer. How in the world does an Alpha Complex clone come from a little girl in the CR era? The real question that I'm asking after this session, though, is because it got both of you, does it... Go ahead and start asking yourself
Guess we'll
that
never know.
question. And
It gets really confused. It flags that it's got 2 samples of like the same.
yeah, exactly.
Well, clearly it's not the exact same because one of them has like, you know, a nut intolerance.
That's true. I'm the only one allergic to peanuts.
It introduces the allergy into the system.
This is where it came from.
Anytime there's chronepsis involved, there's got to be a bootstrap paradox. So, with that, we will end our session 3 of Just the Q of Us. Our fun adventure, our romp through the ages. I called it literally because it's, you know. If that's it, I guess there's only one more thing to say. Take it away.
I get the first word. Somebody's got to pick it up.
Keep rolling the dice.
Take it away, all the buddy points. That was terrible.
I know you were.
And